How's it going, everybody? This is Jim here. It's Wednesday. First opener of the summer season. Just gonna drive you into the waterfront place, trailer, and we're in Harvey right now. Stopped at Black's for some water and snacks. Whoops, forgot my wood. Forgot my wood. That would have made me mad. Paid for it and I would have forgot it. We don't need that. We don't need that, sir. Almost forgot my wood. Sorry about that. Now we can go. People are saying, hey, that guy's stealing wood. Nope, I'm not. I haven't even got wood. So, okay, now, here we go. It's Wednesday. It's about 25 Celsius, 78 Fahrenheit. We're leaving Harvey on our way to Upper Kingsclear. Holy jumpins', this is getting shaky. Jimmy shaky. I used to live here. You can go back on my Big Jimmy channel, which you may be watching this on. Spent 4 or 5 years here as a kid growing up. My mother is from here. She's part of the Little clan. My father's not. He's from Fredericton, but the family's from Scotland originally. We came over and settled both in Harvey and in Taymouth, New Brunswick, I believe it was. Farmers. My Uncle Angus, he was a pig farmer in Taymouth. And my grandfather, Blanchard, he was the head of the forestry department for New Brunswick, Forest Rangers. Yes. It's a great little place to grow up. One of them little towns where there's no crime. It's just a nice little town. So I got a bunch of craft beer. I'll probably be doing some reviews in front of the water there for you. The only problem is I couldn't bring my little buddy with me on this trip. So Charlie the table dog will not be on this trip, or Ernie, because I just couldn't watch them. I'm here by myself this day and overnight probably. The problem with it is can't keep an eye on them. You know, Charlie's a little Yorkshire Terrier, little Yorkie, and there be plenty of eagles and foxes and stuff. And if I left him outside, I was doing repairs on the place and you know, hooking things up and getting stuff ready. Wouldn't take long at all for something to swoop down and grab my little bud. It'd be the end of him. It's bad enough when there's a bunch of people out there and he's just, you know, walking around on the grass, pleasantly ignorant of any danger, and you can see the eagles just circling overhead. Ernie, of course, is okay. He's a black lab, but little Charlie's just a table dog, so he's not going to be on this trip because I won't be able to watch him. I'll be doing a bunch of different things. Next thing you know, I go out, Charlie, Charles, no answer. Then you see an eagle flying away with a dark, screaming spot in its talons. I can't risk that. We just spent $800 on him. Blood tests and all this other crap, and he's perfectly healthy. I mean, he's not. He's old. He's got a lump. You get 2 lumps on him. He's getting old. Cancer probably, but what are you gonna do? Like 14 years old. He's a great little fellow, though. He's a good guy. Pees on the floor more than I would have appreciated, and poops, but you take him out as much as you can, and you put pads down even. He just doesn't matter. Charlie thinks he'll be the judge of when he pees and poops and where. So sometimes I put a short out. You might have seen different shorts of Charlie on various platforms, and he gets 10 times the views I do. Of course, he's a cute little dog, and I'm a gross pig. Hopefully I can get some of these repairs done and give it a good cleaning so Jennifer doesn't break my face off when she comes up. We don't need that. Hard enough to get her there as it is. Of course, what am I complaining about? It's always fun to be there by myself. It really is, and she'll say the same thing. She enjoys her alone time too. We've been there now. This will be our, I mean, I grew up there. That's my home is Kings Clear, but it's down on the waterfront every summer. I think this is our 11th year. Before that, it just belonged to the family, and my grandfather was alive, so people just went down there to be bad once in a while. I like these old country roads. They are taking me home to the place where I belong. Man, I just have so many memories coming through here. Sorry for the bug splotches on the wall there. I'm not going to go about that. Right here on the right, this house, that used to be a veterinarian when I was growing up. Took all your little problem animal things over there. A couple times with a couple come to the scales. And of course, if I wasn't filming right now, I'd remember the name of it, but it's yeah, King's Landing up here. If you turn left, you can go to King's Landing. And maybe I'll grab a pass this year and do some filming. I love it there. King's Landing is fantastic. It's a historical settlement from a bunch of buildings that used to be in the St. John River Valley here, where our waterfront is. But they had to get everything out of there. What are these scales called? It'll come to me. Anyways. Yeah, so we got 11, I think this is our 11th summer there, right straight in a row. It's fun, but it's kind of sad. The fun part is, it's because it's always fun, and I get to see my extended family who live all around there. They always come down all summer long. And my immediate family also, you know. We have a good time there. You know, swimming and just all the stuff you do at the waterfront, so. The bad part is all three of my daughters have aged out, so to speak. One is in St. John. All three are in St. John, but the oldest is in St. John. And her man have 6 kids. So that's grandkids for me. And my younger two are also living there. They're both still single, but you know, they're there. Well, actually, one's in Quispamsis, one's in St. John. 2 in 1. You 2 for 1 deal. Love seeing old country houses with clotheslines and the clothes hanging out to dry. What a beautiful day for it. Slight breeze. Nice and sunny. I am just jonesing for a beer. I got some Trailer Park Boys drinks. Bubbles, orange creamsicle, Ricky's, Liquorade, and Julian's Liquor and Mix or something like that it's called. So brought those and a bunch of craft beer, a bunch of different ones. I enjoyed them. Doing a review on them. They're pretty good. And of course our provincial capital in New Brunswick. We just passed the turnoff to go on the highway to there, but up here on the scales you can go the old way that we're going to go. We're not going to go all the way there, but Mactaquac Marina and Park and golf course are this way also. There's the scales, but I can't remember what they're called. Pokiok. Just to the left also. I've got some wood, as you saw there, for a fire this evening. I don't know if I'll have one. I might just go up to Uncle Steve's house at the top of the hill and watch a hockey game. But who knows? Of course, this bridge here, the Kingsclear Bridge. This, a buddy of mine's dad fell off this as they were making it. A couple of guys go right up the second, third turnbuckle there and jump into the water. There have been a couple of guys, once every 4 or 5 years you hear somebody dying from doing that, smacking on the water the wrong way, and that'll kill you. So we're a couple of minutes away. Used to be Woollistook Park, it used to be called. Now it's Woollistook Way for our natives. And on the right, they used to have a little wildlife park, and it's ridiculous. They used to take like just a tiny little cage and shove a raccoon in it and stuff. And then they had water slides after that. And we already passed it, but on the waterfront back there before we went across the bridge, there's a bouncy blow-up thing. So every year they start too. It's not out yet. So the first thing I'm going to do when I get there is have a beer, but after that I'm going to, clean all the mouse squirrel crap out of the bottom. Give her a good wipe down, cleaning inside, so I don't get beat. Tomorrow I'll take you on a tour of Kingsclear Drive, where I had a house, my parents, my grandparents. Boy, that house didn't take long to sell down here. Well, it's waterfront, so I guess not. I'll take you on a tour of this little cemetery here also. My mom's in there. An uncle and an aunt are in there. Anyway, I'll take you on a proper one of there. So down we go to Molly Slade Drive. That's not an actual drive, it's just a sign I put up there. The old waterfront. Across a river, things are starting to wake up. See the sign there on the left? Molly Slade Drive. Molly Slade is my cousin's daughter. Great little girl, love her. Yeah, I gotta get the dock in and the steps down. Looks nice though. Oh yeah, what a wonderful repair job I have to do. People cram stuff where they're not supposed to cram it. That's what she said. So across the way, I want to talk about a beautiful sky here too. Just incredible. See if I can back up without starting to spin. Having to put her in four-wheel drive. Oh, we're okay. Okay, just gonna leave that right there for now. Everybody, thanks for coming along here. I'm gonna be filming a whole lot more about the waterfront this year, so I'm gonna put it on the main channel there. So tomorrow I'm gonna probably upload, film and upload either Kingsclear Drive, where I grew up, or the cemetery up at the top of the hill there. So, this is Jim. Sorry, no Charlie today, but thanks very much for joining me for this. Have yourselves a good one.